to Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Hoosiers. We expect Memorial Stadium to be rocking because these fans have been getting ready since early this morning. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. And the Spartans will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Hoosiers offense takes the field for the first time today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Sparty's defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
Yeah, getting after the quarterback, man. Getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great defense that can stop the run and find the quarterback. Man, that's what you like to see if you're a Spartans fan.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man to the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Dropping back, it's Hood. They're bringing heat. He's got his man. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Card in the backfield. It's Carter. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. From the gun, the running back looking for room. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Flushed out of the pocket. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll need to put some leg in this one, a 52-yard attempt, and just the right finesse to get it in from the right. Splits the uprights. Good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Indiana's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Well, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab. It's Murphy. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Spartans will call on their punt team. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Wants to throw on third down. Quick completion on the out route. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets it out quickly. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Hood. They're trying to get to it. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Power football with the run. And into the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers! One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, Cal and Stanford have determined a victor in the battle for the Axe. Stanford overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Palo Alto, this Cardinal team has to be thrilled with this result. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The option look. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run the option. Got room at the 35. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. To the ground with the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. He'll ride his man on the option. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They're going to ride this running back. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. We can talk about the next game on the schedule. They're always looking forward to this one.
He'll take it himself. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. On the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. And the Spartans have moved it inside the 20. Here comes the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Running back goes in motion. They'll run the option. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Spartans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. On the option. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Goes to the option. Knocked off his feet. So they'll send out the field goal unit. A short kick, but that angle from the right can be a little tricky. The official says no good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game.
And there just has not been a lot to write home about this year for this football team. Offensively, defensively, or even on special teams. Just not a lot of bright spots this season.
Pulls and fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. To the air, it's Hood. A little screen to the running back. Open space at the 25. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Leaves it with the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher rate.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. And the Spartans want to pick up the tempo. This quarterback part of their running game. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. Catch in the middle. It's Carter. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. A strike downfield. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Got a man. It's Rivera. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. He's going to pass. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle. It's Murphy. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. It is good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. And the Hoosiers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a 1st down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Secures it at the 30. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The offense set for a 1st down play. Leaves it with the running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. They'll run it from the gun. Nice move there. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line.
I love the bootleg right away out of the quarterback. Why? Get him outside the pocket now. He's that dynamic, that fast. You get him out there quick. You get him in space. Now you got to bring this athlete to the ground with an option to pass the football. Really, really hard on defense.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 13. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Takes the easy completion. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He got it. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Off the play fake on 1st down. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, Dave.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
On the option. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Now on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Dropping back, it's Hood. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Fires into traffic, picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Better find the ear plugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. The option look. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Complete to the left. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Kind of need better effort in the back end for this defense.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll run the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to pound it in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
It definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide out in motion. Throws to the tight end. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Hood. Using the quick game. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ballgame, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Grab behind the line. It's Carter. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. He'll ride his man on the option. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Wants to return it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Fires to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll line up for a second down play. Off the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Carter. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. From the gun, the ground game. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll go to the ground. The Hoosiers get the first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll ride the hot hand. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Quick strike complete. Stopped after making the catch. A 3rd and long coming up here. The give and tick, 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 tick. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way. Lets it fly. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And down he goes back with the 3. The Spartans will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that pass intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Fast motion from the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They're looking for space to run behind the left tackle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hoosiers! The their season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find... And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Dialing up a second down pass play. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Rivera. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for the whole year.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.